Hi everyone, hope you're all okay. Welcome back. We're on chapter 7 now of Amazing Grace. And if you can remember from the end of last chapter, things had got a little bit worse for Sammy because he was now going to be playing with the big league. So, chapter 7, Fans Mob the Wavy Glows goalie. I should have realised. Maybe Harris saved me from some difficult explanations that evening, but of course it was all in the papers the next day. Boy wonder in mystery transfer. Sammy's bound for Flanchester. Flanchester United sign unknown goalie. And there was a huge picture of me resting my elbow on Dad's garden fork. You could tell the precise moment when Dad saw the picture. He was eating his cornflakes and glancing at the paper, which he'd propped up against the teapot. The spoon was on its way into his mouth when it froze. Dad's eyes popped. The spoon came crashing down on the bowl and the cornflakes jumped in the air and scattered all over the table. Harris appeared from nowhere and started to lap up the milk as it trickled onto the floor. "Sammy," said Dad in a shaky voice. "Is this you?" He waved the paper under my nose. I could tell he wasn't very pleased. Let me see. It does look a bit like me. Yeah. Good grief, boy. What do you think you're playing at? I just look where you've got that fork. It's almost sliced that onion in half." And he leapt up and ran outside to see what damage had been done. The onions were all right. The fork had done no real damage. So by the time he got back to the breakfast table, he was much calmer. And he wasn't very disturbed at the thought of me going to play for Flanchester. "It's not so far," he said. "You'll still be able to live here and do the odd bit of weeding during the week." It's not just Flanchester, I told him. It's Flanchester United. The football club. "Yes, of course, that's what it says in the paper." I thought he could have been a little bit more excited about it all, even though I was wishing that none of it had actually happened. "I didn't know you were any good at football, Sammy." "I must be," I told him. "They wouldn't be interested in me otherwise, would they?" Then I noticed that Jessica was giving me a funny look. Same sort of funny look that Harris sometimes gives me. As if she doesn't quite believe me. But she said nothing. The piece of the paper sparked off a lot of interest outside the family, and lots of other papers sent people round to ask the same question. Local boy makes good, and all that sort of thing. Radio and television came to interview me. The thing that really interested them was the fact that I'd been signed by Ragley Rangers and transferred to Flanchester United without ever playing a game. "Amazing," they all said. "You must be delighted. Over the moon." That was just it. I wish I was over the moon, or anywhere else but Flanchester. Some people wanted to use my name and picture in adverts. "Sammy Swift uses Wavy Gloss shampoo. Put your money in the Ragley Saves and Flourish Building Society. Sammy Swift does. What a save." They just didn't leave me alone. "Sammy, look up. Smile. Sammy, look happy. Look smart. Look as if you've got lots of money in the bank. Say this, say that. Sammy, Sammy, Sammy." Or, "Mr. Swift, never a moment to yourself." Late one night, just before I had to report to Flanchester for training, there was a knock on the front door. I opened it a crack and peered out, making sure that no one would burst in and start asking questions. "Who is it?" I asked suspiciously. "It's me," said a soft voice. "Robert Gordon, I'd like a word." Find out what Robert's got to say next time. So that's the end of chapter 7. Chapter 8 will be following very soon. In the meantime, stay safe, be kind, and I'll see you soon. Bye.